along. Told him I ain't here for the games or you sing along. Sing along, you sing along, sing along. If there's money out here and I can't eat, then we can get along. Get along, get along. Let's get into it. Get along. Yeah, I'm hot, boy.
Good morning, good morning.
Grand Risings.
You know, I'm Biz, that's my boy Most Dre. He's gonna be filling in for Duya today. Duya's doing a little bit of holiday working duties and all that good stuff. But we still got a good show for y'all today. Most, what up, man?
What up, man? You know, it was an interesting day today, yesterday, so I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, we there was a long slate of games yesterday, but the games that really stood out to me is our Jets versus Buffalo. You know, listen, let me tell you something. Mike White, I love his effort, man.
Absolutely.
Back into the game. I like him. He probably solidified his spot at QB yesterday for us.
He got hurt, though. I mean, is he good? Is he
back? Yo, listen, he took the game out, came back in and finished the game out, man. He's a different guy. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Houston Texans.
Sheesh. I know them Dallas fans a little sick and tired of losing teams they shouldn't.
Well, they beat them, but they should be competing with teams.
I'm just saying, like, look at how Houston played yesterday. Like, I give you more from Houston. That boy had 10 receptions for 124 yards. That's tough.
That's tough.
You know?
Yeah, it's tough, man.
When you got DBs like Diggs, that's tough.
Those to be shut down corners.
It's tough.
Yo, man, Giants got whopped on yesterday by Philly. I'm sorry, Giants fans. I'm sorry.
We knew that was going to happen. We talked about that.
Y'all need help over there in New York, over there on that side of the fence, because we good over here. The Jets is good right now. Y'all need help over there. I'm sorry, man. Real, man.
They had hope in the beginning of the season. There was a lot of Giants fans screaming.
Detroit beats Minnesota, man. Detroit beat a 10-win team, bro.
I mean, their effort, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jared Goff had a great game yesterday. I think he surprised a lot of people. I feel like Detroit is believing in their players. Their coach is probably the perfect man for that job, I like former players becoming head coaches, man. It's actually working out really well for a lot of guys. So
yeah. So I got some questions for you. But the Jets Buffalo. What do you think are our Jets' chances of making the playoffs now, man?
I think we might. I think our schedule's not too top heavy finishing the season. So I feel like we might get in there that wild card spot and shock a lot of people. I mean, we got the defense to do it. I mean, Mike White is showing his ability, but we really, our defense is really proving that they ain't no little slouch. They come in the ball. So
I think we got to just see what's up with Quinnen, man. Quinnen left the game with a little calf injury yesterday, so we got to see what's up with him because he's huge on the D line. We need him by chance, but. I like that, man. I like us still sneaking into the playoffs as a wild card and being a little dangerous.
I mean, just in general, that division, with us, Miami, and Buffalo make it in there, that's gonna be dangerous for a lot of other teams.
We're talking about that. Do you think the Detroit? I mean, the Bolts got a big win yesterday against Miami. What do you think about them Bolts, man?
Man, I mean, Justin Herbert, we was just talking about him the other day. I think he has balled out himself. I think he 39 for 51, 367 yards, 1 touchdown. His leading receiver was Mike Williams. He has 6 receptions for 116 yards and that touchdown that Justin threw. I said it the other day. Eckler, man, that dude is first down machine, dog. Like
machine.
And they said, but they said he had over 500 on the season. He got over 500 receiving yards as a running back. That's crazy. That's crazy.
There's some receivers right now that's just getting over that 500 mark, man.
Dude, listen. Let's talk to Moore because I don't know if he had that number. So I think they're proving themselves, man. They got the quarterback like we said the other day, man. They got some weapons over there, So
yeah, So, here's a real good question, man. With Detroit beating a 10-win team, are they legit chance to make a playoff run, like a run for the playoffs?
I'm not confident in them for this year. I don't think so. I mean, if they do, it's kind of not going. I mean, I don't think they're gonna get past that wild card round or that first round. But honestly, I don't believe in them this year. I believe a couple more pieces they draft next year, because having Jameson Williams back, that was
big right there.
Yo, first catch is an NFL touchdown, bro. Man, that's a great way to start your career. So, and he's a former Ohio State Buckeye. So, I support all my guys, no matter where they ended up after us, whether that's Alabama or the NFL, I'm still support. So my guys really showing that they worthy for this NFL life.
That's what's up. So here's my last question about these games right now, right? The games. The Brady bunch. Do you feel like Brady might not make the playoffs this year?
I feel like they are having but then their division is not so strong, man. Like, I think they're all close in record, that it might come down to these last few weeks. Brady did something that I've never seen him do before. He got picked off and then autographed the ball that he threw an interception. I've never seen him do that before. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody else has seen this before, but I've never seen Brady.
Whoever picked that football, he must really like it.
It was somebody who first. I think that might have been one of his first interceptions or something like that. And I seen him after the game. You know how to give handshakes, and homie came up to Brady very confidently, and Brady signed that football, man. That shocked me.
That's the GOAT, though. Listen, the GOAT just made him. The GOAT, he can say his first interception was by Tom Brady here.
Exactly. So you know what? And Tom Brady signed this, so that's a good one for the trophy case right there.
I don't know. I ain't never seen him sign an interception ball unless it was probably from a first round pick rookie or something like that. Like, if he did sign a football before, he signed it on a known great player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was great.
But I still never seen him do it on the field. Like if he did it, I don't think I even see Brady with a jersey swap yet. So I was shocked that I seen him sign that ball. But you know what? He on his way out in the next few years. So I guess, his humility has changed, because when he was on that other team, I refuse to say their names. He was not this guy.
No, he wasn't this nice guy right here.
Not at all. He
wasn't this nice guy. He was shaking hands, getting the hell off the field. Do not hit him up with a jersey and none of that, because he's gonna tell you, go screw yourself probably. Man,
I mean, he might have did that before, but I've never seen it personally.
Yeah, I've never. I
mean, I'm sure he's signed things and done things, but Brady's one of those I win and get off the field kind of guys. Like, I've never seen him just hang out on the field. And
never.
He's not everybody's favorite, likable player. He might be their favorite player to watch, but as far as likable, I don't know. That man,
he's becoming more likable now that he's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You lose a little bit. Your last minute drives aren't as great as they used to be. So you got to be a little humble. So I got a question for you though, because I wrote down some interesting stats yesterday from top performers, and I just want to see if you know who the top 5 passing yards was yesterday from quarterbacks.
That I can think of from just games that I've
just
seen?
From the game you've seen, or from what you believe, even if it's a guess. I want to hear your top 5, and then I'm going to tell you the stats and the top 5 from yesterday. And it might shock you, a couple of names that is on this list.
I'm going to go with, I feel like Patrick Mahomes is in this for sure. I feel like maybe Brady was in this, because even though they lost, he still probably threw up some numbers. Geno Smith. I think Kirk had a big game yesterday, and Josh Allen.
So I'm gonna tell you, number one, Kirk Cousins. He went 31 for 41. He had 425 yards, 2 touchdowns. He balled out, man. But the number 2 man on this list, listen to this. Trevor Lawrence.
What?
He went 30 for 42, 368 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Oh my!
That man balled yesterday. Yes, he put up numbers. Number 3 on the list, we got Justin Herbert. Like I said, 39 for 51, 367 yards, 1 touchdown. He had a good game yesterday. You know, he didn't touch the end zone a lot, but he had a great game passing. No turnovers. You know what I mean? That's most important.
You got turnovers is big.
Your boy Patrick Mahomes, number 4. You know, he had his typical, you know, regular day for him. He had 20 receptions. 20 for 42. Not the greatest, but for Patrick Mahomes, you know, that's a light day for him.
How many yards he throw?
He had 352 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. Yeah. Yep.
On 20 completions, 352.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Bro, that's 10. That's almost 20 a clip. That's
15. He's like that though. I see Justin Herbert. Yeah, he went 39 for 51. He had 367 yards, 1 touchdown. Yeah, Justin Herbert had a day. Patrick Mahomes though, he had 3 touchdowns, but he also had 3 interceptions. I mean, turnovers a little much, but you know what? The dude had 20 completions for 352 and 3 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, number 5 on the list though. We was talking about Detroit, but Goff had
Goff?
Yo, he had a day. He had 20. He was 27 for 39. 330 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The dude is proving his status. You know what I'm saying? Like we looked at him as a game manager when he was on LA. He wasn't the greatest, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that man had a game.
I mean, I feel like at this point, he's just probably one receiver away, man. I feel like from.
They got Jameson Williams back. You know, you got Amon St. Brown, who is a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got some good tight ends over there. Jamal Williams is revived their running back room. A lot. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's 2 touchdowns. I think he's 2 touchdowns away from breaking Barry Sanders' record in the season.
Would it shock me? Yes, but that man, when he, in his other previous stints, he was a reliable running back. You know what I'm saying? That's why they went and signed him. And if you watch Hard Knocks, you understand how much of a leader he is on that team.
Yeah.
And that top 5, man. That top 5.
That's an amazing top 5, bro. Because if you look at where most of these teams sit, only 2 have a record, I believe, above 500, and that's Kirk Cousins and Patrick, I believe.
Yeah, man. Listen, you know I mean, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert. So that's 3.
Yeah. So
Jared Goff, if they keep playing like they are, man, they could be sneaky. Man, I feel like they're a sneaky team. They won 5 of their last 6 or 6 of their last 7.
Yeah. I think they finally clicking. They coaches probably on their ass, and
I think they coach look like somebody that go to the bar after the games.
Yo, they coach played for the Saints, man. He was one of the leaders over there. You know,
he drank mad Bud Light after games.
He looked like he do the dip under the lip.
You know what I'm saying? No. But you can tell that they love his coaching style, and they're not going to give up on him. And Detroit's not going to just get rid of him if he has a losing season, because these players really, I feel like these players, they love his energy.
Listen, I watch Hard Knocks, and I love his energy, and I'm not nowhere close to a Detroit fan. They in the same state as that other team that I don't like in college football, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little love and hate right now, but I kind of like them. I like them. I don't love them. I like them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, man, even the wide receiver stats, man,
I was just about to get into that, because I was gonna say before our first couple of shows, before we had because as you see, we're adding to our staff right now up for debate. You know what I mean? We got good sports guys coming around. You know what I mean? Like most, before you came and joined, our first like couple of episodes, we did like top 5 receivers, top 5 QBs. And Justin Jefferson just didn't make my top 5. Reason why he didn't. At the time he didn't, because I just looked at Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen, these other guys that was route runners that would go to every down receivers, not just third, not just when we're in long, third and long or second and long. These guys you still go to on first and 10, second and 10, second and 3. You still go to them in any down. You can go to them.
Yeah.
That man had 223 yards yesterday.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, if you look at it, man, he got more yards than Randy Moss in his first 3 years. So, hey, and if we want to go back, when Chase was like, oh, you know, like he was going off. Jefferson was going off too. I don't want to say it, but we kind of seen it coming. And if you think about LSU receivers, let's not forget, Jarvis Landry was always behind Odell. But if you look at Jarvis Landry, that man is a beast too. You know what I'm saying? So
he's a dog.
You got to look at Chase and Jefferson kind of like they flip-flopping the who's where on the list. You know what I'm saying?
He's a dog. But here's a question, right? Here's a question that we're going to go since we're into receivers. Who do you believe has the best receiving core in the NFL? The top 3 teams that have the best receiving cores in the
NFL. That's hard. I mean, I'm a definitely put the Chargers up there. I'm not gonna put it in order because you know what I'm saying, like it could go wherever. But the Chargers for sure. Mike Williams, you know, you know, they got some guys over there. You know what I'm saying? Allen, they got some guys over there. You know what I mean? Like. Even Josh Palmer, like, that's my guy. Like, in Madden, I love to trade for him. He's low-key one of those special guys.
Carter, too. He's nice. He's got like a little...
The Bengals, of course. You know, like, Higgins is... you seen him this year?
Oh, man. He's
is going crazy. There's a couple. I mean... I'm gonna still.
So we make it top 5. We'll make it top 5 for you.
I'm gonna still put the Bucks in there because, you know, Mike Evans and you know they got some guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a fan over there. Who said that? He was smoking some gas there. I think that's my top 3. I mean, there's some other teams, but I feel like. When you think of top receivers, I mean, I go names and I go stats. I mean, and some of these guys don't got the stats for me to put it in there. But you know, like for the future, I would say the Saints is coming. You know, with Chris Olave, and then you know they got they're regular guys, but. There's some teams that's getting up there. I mean, Detroit, obviously, they got some young guys that could definitely make some plays. But that's my top 3. I mean, other people could be, you know, the Bucks could be switched in there with a couple other teams. But, I mean, personally, you know, I go off of longevity and what Godwin and, you know, and Mike Evans has done in their career. You really can't take nothing away from them. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been consistent and kind of balling out, and they champions. So I can't take nothing from them. So that's my top 3 personally. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear your top 3.
My top 3, I'm gonna have to agree with you with Cincinnati for sure. I feel like they just said. I feel like they are my number 1 to me. I'm gonna put it in that order. I feel like they are my number 1 for the simple fact that. You not only do you have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, you got Tyler Boyd. Yeah. Like, you have a third spot receiver. You have really do. You have the setup. And do they have Hayden Hurst, too, I think, at tight end still? Yeah. You have the setup. You even have Joe Mixon as a running back that can come out the backfield and catch and make it. You have
that's right, yeah. You got and then you got Joe Burrow.
We're not gonna count the running back. Just the 3 receivers in that tight end, you have the setup for to kill a defense at all times. I'm gonna say my number 2. They're getting exposed right now. They're getting exposed heavily right now, but they're still gonna be number 2 because speed kills is Miami. Like Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Mike Gesicki. Like,
I mean, so why they're not in my top 3 is simply because outside of Waddle and who's still fresh, like he's still fresh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's in the top 10 in receiving yards this year, which is crazy. Him and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is number 1. I think Waddle's like number 6 or 7. That's still great, but Gesicki, he's dropped off from his good past few years. I mean, and they're just like, they're a conservative offense, you know, like they don't.
Only reason why Gesicki's fell off is, when you got Tyreek, if I got you and Chris on the outside, I wouldn't go, and I can beat them deep, and I can beat teams deep. I don't think I would throw to Duke so much on the over between the linebackers, even though Duke is consistent. You dig what I'm saying?
I'm like, if you don't throw it, and I'm a receiver, I'm like, throw it to Duke. Throw it to him. Like, throw it to him.
We know how Duke give it up. I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give him the ball 100 times a game.
Like I said, my third could be, swapped out for a lot of other teams, like especially Miami. I like that pick, though. I like that pick.
Yeah, but my third is my third is what it is because I still do believe in Adam Thielen. And then you got KJ Osborne. Outside of Justin Jefferson, you got KJ Osborne, who is a possession receiver. He's more of a route runner and possession. He ain't gonna give you the top speed. He'll give you a route runner. He'll give you possession receiver.
Absolutely.
I feel like Adam Thielen, ever since his injury, he hasn't went to that dog, and I think he still got that dog in him. Adam Thielen can still be Adam Thielen of what we used to see, man. He was like an Eric Decker.
Yeah, I mean, he shocked a lot of people with his play a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I agree. I think that's a great pick too.
My honorable mention definitely Bucks. My honorable mention is definitely Bucks. I'm even gonna go with our boys. Listen, if listen, this will piss me off. Mims needs to toughen up, hit the weight room and toughen up. He can be.
Mims is probably having the best year he had for
I dig it, but he could literally be our Keyshawn Johnson, bro. If he hits the gym and gets right, bro, because he's not a bad receiver. He's just soft, I feel like. Like you got Garrett Wilson.
Corey Davis hasn't had the best year either, man. What's up with him? We signed Corey Davis, him and
well listen, I didn't like the Corey Davis signing because he only shined like that because he had AJ Brown. He's a great number 2 receiver. He is an immaculate number 2 receiver. If you got somebody else that demands a double team or that you have to keep an eye on, Corey Davis will kill you. Corey Davis will kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Then we got Moore, and then we got the rookie of the year for me.
Wilson.
Offensive rookie of the year. Personally, I'm gonna either go him or Chris Olave.
It's gotta be one of them two. It's gotta be because they're the only ones that's standing out right now. But I feel like we got a good receiving core. I feel like Mims is our person we got that needs to just step in. He can level it up, hit that weight room, get in the gym, hit the field a little bit more for an off season, and turn into what we know he could be. Man, there's no way in hell that he can't do his numbers, man, and be that guy. Yeah, Zach Wilson was hindering a lot of guys.
Yes, I mean I think that's also kind of makes what these top receivers. I mean, I think when we name our top 3 and when we put these guys in these categories, we also got to understand who is throwing them the ball. You know what I'm saying? And wide receivers can't do anything without the quarterback that's throwing us the ball. I mean, regardless of our talent, like Moore said, they asked him what kind of connection you got with Zach Wilson. He said none, because I don't get the ball.
At all.
A lot of people didn't like that, which I understand. He's still fresh to the league. This is his second year. Kind of shouldn't be talking like that, but the honesty was the best part for me, because the same way, you know what I'm saying, Zach Wilson said he didn't let the defense down. We also got to understand, you know what I'm saying, this is, he's the second year too. So we got to give these guys the opportunity to make mistakes and recover from that. And we just need need a quarterback, or we need Zach Wilson to actually step up his game.
Right now, you sound like Duya. Duya was like, man, he took off an injury. We got to give him most. Our biggest thing was, here we go. Most already got him as a number 3 quarterback.
Yes, listen, Darian, yes. I'm a believer. I am a believer. I believe in the Chargers. I believe they're in my top 3 receiving core. The quarterback is in my top 3 this year. He is in MVP consideration.
This
but
year.
Who do you believe will win MVP this year?
I had Lamar Jackson before injury.
Okay.
Now that he's down, oh man,
it's an easy choice. You see my color of my walls, and I'm not even a fan. Come on,
but unless you saying Mike White, I doubt it.
You're not thinking Jalen Hurts. You're not thinking Jalen Hurts. Like, look at their record and look at his consistent play. This is a man who got benched for Tua, went to Oklahoma, was literally considered.
Let's not forget.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not forget the trials and tribulations he went through to then Philly giving him an opportunity and him grasping the opportunity and showing that he belongs.
Bro,
that man
last year either, did they?
No, but I'm saying, like, the man broke Mike Vick and Donovan McNabb's rushing record, man. That's hard to do. And he ain't no veteran yet. So that's my MVP, personally. And I'm not an Eagles fan.
Nah, you know something? Watching his play, they have a better record than the Chiefs. They're literally number 1 in the NFL in power ranking. I mean, you got to kind of give it to this man. I mean, I think my judgment has been swayed. Jalen Hurts definitely. He should be hands down. But
he's a dual threat quarterback. He can do it on his feet and he can throw the ball.
What it is we even as like people that watch sports and be commentating, we always get that dual threat mixed up because we just see a quarterback running and he throws. Oh, he's dual threat. No, he's in legit dual threat.
I mean, we want to also put in there like their wide receiver core is pretty damn good too. You know, Smith and AJ Brown alone. Those guys are dogs. Those guys are dogs.
But they definitely. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, that Alabama, Roll Tide.
Yo, he made a catch yesterday that was just. Yo, Jalen Hurts threw it, and I seen the safety coming over, and like most receivers, their concentration gets off the ball. They looking at the safety. Yo, the dude catches the ball. Darian, Pat Mahomes, but he's done that already. He's not even having the season that he's had.
You missed the comment before that. You missed the comment before that where he said Dak. Someone said Dak would be up there if he played all year.
No.
I want to boot you. I want to boot you.
No.
I want to boot you.
No.
We should block this person. Right
yeah, because what are you talking about? What?
Come on, man.
Why? Yo, that would make Dallas fans. They wouldn't even care if they got bounced in the first round again.
Nope.
They would be talking about Dak forever. I don't want no. And I'm a Zeke guy because he went to Ohio State. I don't want nobody from Dallas winning no awards because y'all can't handle awards.
Nope.
Like y'all, it just gets
so
y'all
what
head.
We lost? We got Parsons got Defensive Player of the Year. So man.
It don't matter. Like, come on, stop that. And we're definitely not giving it to no damn Dallas quarterback. What? Are you kidding me? Your coach is like 67 years old. I don't believe in it at all. But hey, they got some. I want to hear your power rankings right now. Who you got in your top 5, regardless of records? Who you believe have the best chances in the playoffs?
NFL,
let's say that.
Whole NFL, not just
all NFL people that you know is in playoff contentions. Who you got?
All right, so I'm gonna put it's gonna be Philly, Kansas City. They're at the top.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Those are my two. So we could just do 3 to 5.
We could do 5.
Yeah. I'm just meaning like we already our top 2 is the same. You know what I'm saying?
San Francisco.
Even with the Debo injury?
Their defense is their defense
is crazy.
I feel like even with the Debo injury,
shout out Nick Bosa,
Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
you got to think about it. Christian McCaffrey just added another dynamic to it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Going, they're just going to revert back to what San Francisco does, and they're
you right.
And not for nothing, they still got the other running back. Oh man, he's nice too. I forgot his name, but he's nice also. He could be a starter somewhere.
Yeah, so they got some good pieces over there.
Christian McCaffrey can be moved to a slot if he's that nice. But remember,
his
father was a great wide receiver for John Elway, Ed McCaffrey. Let's not forget who that guy is. But it'll be Philly, Kansas City, San Francisco, Cincinnati, and Chargers. Reason why I throw Cincinnati and Chargers and not Buffalo or none of that is because Cincinnati is just picking it up, and they're going to only get more dangerous. The reason why I went with our Chargers is because they're also a team that's coming back from injury. Keenan Allen coming back from injury. Mike Williams coming back from injury. And then you still got the Josh Palmer, the DeAndre Content.
Listen, believe it or not, Darian's going to love this because my number 1 is the Eagles. My number 2 is the Chiefs. My number 3 team might be the Chargers. I'm not going front. Like, I like them. I am a believer. Like, I'm not a Bolt fan, but like, if I got struck by lightning, I might like them a little more. Like, I like them. My number 4 is definitely the San Francisco 49ers. And I like the Bengals. I think I agree. I think they're picking up. They're catching up. They're getting healthier. And their offense is so damn good. Period.
Dynamic.
That's it.
2 running backs. Because Samaj he showed you what he can do with Mixon.
They got guys. And anytime they wear them all white and black uniforms,
they come to get business. They come to
I care about swag. That's right there.
That's the ultimate.
In the video game, anytime I play the Bengals, they gotta wear them jerseys. It don't matter home or away, they gotta wear them. I don't care what we wear as a home or away team, they gotta wear the all whites. Because them junks is clean. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's perfect for me.
Yeah, man. So listen, man, we about to wrap it up right now. We got into the NFL recap. We said if Jets are still gonna make it, they is. You heard what I'm saying? That's how we both feel. We're gonna be a sneaky wild card. I mean, we got into everything. We got into our top 5 for this week. That was surprising. I don't care what anybody said. I didn't think Jared Goff would be in the top 5.
Yo, man. Boy, he had a week, man.
But hold on, I want to say for Nero Cash, who was your number 1 quarterback, Most?
In general or from the stats?
From the stats.
Kirk Cousins, 425 yards, 2 touchdowns.
How many interceptions?
0.
He'll say that, this is what kills me about some people, man. I love my cousin. But what he'll say is, if they won that game, right, he'll say it was Justin Jefferson's 223 yards that won it. But because they lost it, he'll say it was bad pass. Kirk Cousins threw some bad passes, even with 435 yards. That's crazy.
Bro, he missed 10 throws. He went 31 for 41. Don't do that. When you miss 10 and you complete 31, this NBA players' percentage could never look like that.
Could never look like that in 10 games. Man, listen, and then we got into, we both agree Jalen Hurts should get MVP.
Man, I think personally, that's my pick,
I mean, you persuade me, even with the record, how it's look. He's a legit dual quarterback. You know what I mean?
It is, and when with that award, it's kind of everything included. You know what I'm saying? Like when Pat Mahomes did his thing, His team was the top team. They had a great chance of winning the Super Bowl. They had a great defense. Look at his defense. They're giving him opportunities to beat us great because, like, their D-line is scary.
Yeah, they can just rush forward. They can just rush forward.
Scary.
They don't need
and then their DBs are healthy. A lot of the other top teams, their guys is that's why I didn't have Buffalo in my top 5 because their DBs and some of their defensive guys is hurt. Their offense is great. I love it. But one, their running backs are inconsistent. And then 2, their defensive guys are hurt. So I can't put them in my top 5. Do I believe they will make a good push? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they will do well. But personally, I would love to see them in the playoffs, as a divisional playoff matchup. And then let's bounce them niggas and send them niggas back to Buffalo.
Send them back to Buffalo. Enjoy the nice weather.
That's it, man.
Right, man. Yo, but it was a good show, my man. We're gonna close up out of here. Most.
Hey, I appreciate you, brother, for having me on.
Man. Always a blessing to have you on here, man. So, yo, we gotta close out till tomorrow. Let's get into it. I'm waking up early in the morning, get my hustle on. If you go to war with me, I hope your money long. Told him I ain't here for the game. Let's get into it.